Hello world, this is DeviantArt's Chinaricat, and this particular channel is Chinaricat C. You can also find me on Facebook by typing in Chinaricat, just as you see it below. And I'm here today to talk to you about deviations on DeviantArt that I'm currently working on, and a couple things here and there that I'm not quite ever going to get up on DA. It's currently 1:06 on June 25th, 2012, and when I say 1:06, I mean 1:06 a.m. I have needless energy due to the insomnia that I talk about in my DA journals. Without further ado, however, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing, and I'm going to show you my workstation. I know, I improvised. Shush your face, this is KakashiDarkness, / this channel's Chinaricat A. She does like meat and she does like potatoes.
Yum.
We're talking about food here, people. Stop. Get your minds out of the gutter. So, okay. Can you tell I have needless energy? So, the first thing I want to talk about is my uploading problems as of late. As you can see over there, my scanner and printers are kind of in a jumble. And the scanner doesn't work, neither do the printers. So, the printers aren't as much of an issue uploading, but the scanner is, because the scanner is how I got most of my works up on DeviantArt, on the computer, digitalized, etc., because I'm a traditional artist. So, the camera that I'm currently filming on is my only means of getting things online. So, that brings me to my conundrum, dealing with my desktop background, which you can see sort of here, except the glare from the computer isn't really helping out. You can see in better quality here. The quality still sucks because, like I said, the camera is kind of meh. The problem with the way that it uploaded, as I'll bring the computer over so you can compare, if I can, that's the issue, since my workstation is my bed, it's not exactly lined up. It's also not coming out very well on my camera. Part of the reason for this is the way that it's beveled, the fact that the paper itself warps. So when I took a picture of it, when I tried to tape it down flat, it didn't quite go flat. And now the way that it's on here, it does this weird thing there. And the icons don't line up in the corners like they're supposed to. I did measurements on this. I made sure that it was reasonable to fit. But you can only do so much with the materials I have given. Anyway, enough on this piece. What's that?
Damn you, fluffy bastard. No,
Be nice to fluffy bastards.
I would never be nice to the fluffy bastard.
You're not nice, you're a bad person.
No, I'm kidding.
I know I am.
Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you, aside from KakashiDarkness, is, no, it's doodles. Like I said, this will never actually make it up on DA, because it's just doodles, it's just me scrawling. I was on a Code Geass kick for a while, especially towards the end of May. I'm kind of coming down from that now, but I really needed to draw them, and I had no particular subject matter, and no particular poses or anything I wanted to draw them in. Such has changed with works like Sasuke Ben over there.
Sasuke Ben.
Sasuke Ben! But at that point in time, Sasuke Ben didn't quite exist because KakashiDarkness didn't point out to me that that Suzaku and Ben Tennyson looked so similar.
And have the same voice actor.
Yeah, as Sasuke.
Therefore, he is Sasuke.
Yes. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is something else that won't be on DA that rose from a what-if scenario, role-playing-wise, that KakashiDarkness and I brought up last week.
I would kill everyone.
Let's say our favorite ninjas, and even some of the dead ones, went to some sort of party, like a wedding or a soiree or just something where they had to dress up in formal wear. You gotta admit, the idea of Kakashi in a suit is somewhat appealing. Therefore, I drew him first. And then, of course, it wouldn't be a work with me unless Itachi was involved, which, even back with the doodles, you can see he weaseled his way in there. Pun absolutely intended. So, to kind of continue that, I drew Itachi in a suit, this will make its way up on DA, but I need to polish it, give it some line art, give it some color. And surprisingly, I actually have an idea for a background for this, which is extremely rare when dealing with Chinaricats. So, another little thing in our what if scenario slash roleplay was, what if Hashirama and Madara were still alive and made a bet, and the loser of that bet had to go to this thing as a girl in sexy jutsu. Now, we all know that usually in those types of situations, Madara loses. So, feast your eyes on Femme Madara. It does. Just for the hell of it, I drew him like in a dress and Fugaku too, just because I thought it was funny. Now, just from random thoughts and also from chapter 590 came this, which I can't really say too much about because that would ruin the artist comments. So, the only thing I do want to say is, like, this particular portion of Itachi, this is his shoulder, which is actually under his hand. The way that I wanted to draw this, he was supposed to be tugging at his cloak to conceal his face, because that's one of the things that really bothers me about other fangirls on DA and pretty much everywhere, which again I'll rant more about in the artist description. But I failed to draw this correctly, so his hand's just resting on his shoulder. I don't like the way I drew Sasuke, but what can you do? Itachi's the subject matter anyway, so... Oh well, too bad. So sad. Bye, Sasuke. Fluffy puppy? We can't see the fluffy puppy.
Because I have to get his head. Not cursing that, that's perfect.
No, it's not because of that. It's because the computer screen is like, blah!
Big head. Big head denies it.
Oh. No! Why, big head?
There we go, Fluffy Puppy.
Fluffy puppy!
You now get to occupy the screen. Screw dice. Well.
Very good. Yesterday, when I was trying to create take 87,000,002,000 of this particular video, yeah, I got really frustrated and bored, so I drew Meko instead. No, not Meko, Chino, sorry. Chino. It was late at night when I did that too, so I kept confusing the two, and now I've got them confused in my head.
It's gay.
It is. But yeah, this is Chino, drawn with marker, which isn't really my medium, so I did what I could. I like the way he came out, but the background is so simplistic it makes me want to use my workstation as a bludgeon for my head.
Don't work on clowns. Come at me, bro. So it looks like
That's exactly what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm awesome.
You are. The last thing I wanted to spend any sort of time on, since I'm already like 8 minutes into this, is the calendar project that I pretty much debuted on DeviantArt with this, which deviants that were directed to this page by me will definitely recognize if you check your messages and haven't actually just deleted things, which most people just do. But I'm not saying you do. Derp. That's fantastic. Anyway, the planning of this started with just a simple idea, an anime calendar, and this is my fantastic master list of important ninjas' birthdays in the series. Well, no, they're all important. It doesn't mean I like all of them. Like, Kabuto's on here, and I hate that son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, so I made my master list, added people from other anime as well, and then I just started writing down characters, and I was trying to think of them for months, and then I thought, wouldn't it be more fun if I did a Zodiac calendar, especially with all the hype about Homestuck? Like, I can't really do my favorite characters since they're all trolls, and they don't have specific birthdays outlined. So, instead, I'm taking all the symbols, all of the Zodiac signs themselves.
All of them.
Yes! And, applying them to characters of my liking. The trouble with that was I also didn't want to have characters from the same series together, so I made a more comprehensible list with series, name, sign and dates for the signs, and the specific dates of birthdays. Most of the characters are anime characters, however, Flora and Constella are also in there just for, well, partially to fill in dates, because...
For meat and potatoes.
Exactly, yes.
I'm a boss.
Like, part of the problem with Taurus, for instance, is my favorite character from Naruto that would be a Taurus, since all the other ones suck, for lack of a better term, is Deidara. And right after Deidara comes Gemini, and my favorite character of all time is Itachi. So, Itachi had to be in the calendar, so I'm just going to throw out Deidara and put Flora there instead, which makes more sense to me. So, with that all outlined, Itachi's done. Coming up next is Suzaku, and here's the work in progress for Suzaku with weird lines from Lelouch kind of showing through the paper.
So I just moved him to the side.
Ha! What I want to have him do, since this is probably going to be finished within, like, 2 weeks anyway, is I'm going to have him running through trees, sort of on a hike type deal, since he's running at the camera. I also started on December, well, not December, I should say, Sagittarius, with Lelouch. I actually started him before I started Suzaku, and I screwed up with some of the lines, so I'm going to have to obtain some whiteout. Either that or I'm actually going to have to paint this one, which I wanted to do everything in colored pencil, but that might not be possible with pen and screwing up.
Screw the rules.
So, I'm not redrawing this. I like the way Zero came out, so... And the other day I had the idea for Flora, and since she is Taurus, and I started with Gemini, she's going to be the last one uploaded. So, her line art's drawn. The problem is going to be inking and getting everybody else done in the meantime, since I have tons of time to wait on her. So, let's see if we can get a better picture of Fluffy Puppy. And Fluffy Puppy's gonna wag us out.
Fluffy Puppy loves you.
Right?
Fluffy Puppy loves everyone.
Awesome.
Missy.
So yeah. Fluffy Puppy says goodbye from the Windows 2000 dinosaur. And good morning / night / whenever you're watching this. And thank you to any random passerbys, any DeviantArt watchers, and whoever else may have stumbled across this video.
Thanks, bye-bye.